Alright, they're ready to go, so let's get this one started. Karmine Corp against Team BDS. Karmine Corp are not in the official 3v3 major, but they are in the unofficial 2v2 major. And they're looking very good. They just took down a dangerous Magnifico in Game 5. Atomic and Rixie there, putting up a good fight. And before that, they swept Chiefs, Hunter and Finn. 5-2, 3-2, 1-0. The scorelines there, pretty respectable scorelines for... yeah, no need to test. We'll just go. If there's a problem, we'll restart. If somebody's lagging, we'll just go again. No, it's not. It's an unofficial tournament. If it was the official tournament in any capacity, we would definitely test the server, but no need. I'm sure it's fine. Servers have been brilliant these days, or so I've heard from all the professional players on Twitter. What a celebration by EXOTIIK here. I want to point this out to you. Notice how he slides on the back of his car here for a solid maybe 10 meters. Or, I don't know, maybe 12 Unreal units. I'm not sure how long an Unreal unit is. Very impressive stuff, and they could be up to here. No, VATIRA, his former teammate, denying EXOTIIK. I think VATIRA and ATOW are the favourites from here. Now that we've seen Falcons get eliminated, Vitality get eliminated. Obviously, Gentlemates are looking very strong. BDS just eliminated Furiez, Yan, and Drafinio, which is a super impressive result. But for me, ATOW, VATIRA, this is the best team left on paper, and I think they're going to win it. Let's see if they can keep that up. What a finish by VATIRA, by the way. Had to dodge the demo on the takeoff. Still got away from it and got an extra touch past the goalkeeper as well. Oh, Unreal units are small? Okay. Probably hundreds of Unreal units then. It's a solid 50 by Dralii. Trying to find ATOW in the middle, I think VATIRA was there. Dralii found EXOTIIK in the middle. Now here comes VATIRA again. Fakes high, goes low with the dunk attempt, but denied by Dralii. Dralii, one of the top defenders in the 2v2 world as well. EXOTIIK comes in to help him dribble, except unlike my ranked teammates, it was in fact helpful. VATIRA to the backboard, denied by EXOTIIK, who kept ball cam on there, making sure to be active even though he might have been out of position otherwise. Defensive double by VATIRA, goes the full length of the pitch. That's outrageous. And Dralii's able to handle it. You're never safe these days in twos. I feel like, am I wrong in saying that the most clipped on player might be KDOP, at least on the timeline? I feel like all of the top French players are clipping on KDOP as much as possible. Is that all they do? They just snipe KDOP and clip on it. Like, why is my timeline filled with KDOP getting clipped on? What's going on? Kibro Pop, thanks to the 2-month Prime. Welcome back to the channel. XDT V1, thanks to the Prime. Buffalo, thanks for 250 bits. He says we're all losers, we suck, GG's. That is in reference, of course, to the fact that all the French teams are in the semi-finals again. And the rest of the world is eliminated. So indeed, the rest of us all do just suck at Rocket League. Hey, the French are all pretty good at 2v2. I'll say this. I could never get tired of watching the French 2v2 meta. Like, it's just such a tense way to play the game. Such an aggressive way to play the game. Probably, you know, the most effective aggression, I would say. Because there are different metas in different areas of the world for 2v2. VATIRA is just bulldozing everybody right now, 2-1. You've got the French 2v2 meta, you've got the Spanish 2v2 meta, you've got the Saudi Arabia 2v2 meta, you've even got the South America 2v2 meta, led by Brazil, of course, and you've got the NA meta. They're all very different. If you want to see examples of it, just go watch I've done a bunch of 2v2 videos where I just watched like 2 hours of constant 2v2 with players from those nations against each other. I think the France one stood out to me as a clear, even though we only watch France versus France, like USA versus USA, all the Spanish speaking players playing against each other on one of them. We had the Saudi players against each other on one of them. France, to me, clearly stood out as I think the most entertaining and also just the best quality of gameplay, which is not a controversial thing to say at all when you're talking about Rocket League. But the main thing that stands out to me is pressure. The amount of pressure that these guys put on each other is at a different level compared to other nations' metagames. That it doesn't matter where the ball is, it doesn't matter what you're doing, you're getting pressured, you're getting challenged. You don't get any alone time on the ball in these lobbies. You're just constantly having to lock in and make active plays. That to me is the clear thing that stands out. Any reason why Rawaz teamed to TRK instead of his brother? I mean, they probably just fancied their chances. Didn't perform, but I'm sure they fancied their chances. They've played a lot of twos in the past in ranked against all the best teams and all the best players in the world. Didn't get the job done today, but I'm sure they were confident. TRK also just broke the world record for twos MMR, so there is that. VATIRA 50's back to Atto, takes his time. Oh, just about gets away from Dralii there. Dralii late jump, didn't want to telegraph that too much, but the jump did help. Oh my goodness, what a shot, what a save. EXOTIIK's going to get back in the end of this. What a shot initially by EXOTIIK from a fair distance here. Just ripped it full volley over Atto. And that wasn't point blank range. Atto was able to react to that. Still not enough to get a save. 3-2 BDS. Trying to play spoiler here to the team missing the major. Trying to make them miss the unofficial major final as well. Did Atto touch that? I thought he did, but then in the replay it didn't look like he got any of it, if any at all. Or he didn't get much of it, if any at all. KC pushing late on into the game. Nothing going to come of it. 1-0 BDS. Why not play this game and the final at the same time? That's a great question. That would really save a lot of time if we played the semi-final and the grand final at the same time. That would be phenomenal scheduling. Why don't we just play every round at the same time? Just get it done with in 45 minutes. Just do the whole tournament in one go. Lovely pass from Atto. 1-0 KC early on in game 2. Even though he can't see EXOTIIK here, he knows EXOTIIK's likely to challenge because, of course, like I said earlier, we're in a Francophone 2s lobby, so you're going to get challenged. You better be moving the ball immediately or somebody's going to challenge you. Oh, what a play there by VATIRA. Passing it down to Atto out of a ceiling interception. I mean, that was initially a defensive play. He turned it into possession play effortlessly as well. Letty06 2008, thanks for the prime. Welcome to the channel. VATIRA half flips the right way, but Dralii's chased Atto off the ball and let EXOTIIK have a free shot from close range. Good turn by Dralii there. Excellent facilitation to give his teammate an easy shot from close range. Okay, now that we know who all the top teams are in this tournament, I said earlier on, I'll repeat the concept in case some of you didn't hear me earlier on talking about this. Yeah, I was saying to my viewers earlier that any team who didn't participate in this tournament today, I think the winner of this tournament can be fairly unanimously decided upon as the top 2v2 team, the team to beat in 2v2. At least for now. Because there are no high-profile 2s tournaments at all. In or at least international ones in Rocket League. So for any team that doesn't play today, such as G2, if they were to beat, or you know, Oxygen, SSG, etc., quite a few top teams didn't play. EXOTIIK's just on one right now. He's just scoring goals. What a finish. I mean, that's just effortless. Just ceiling backboard triple tap, effortless, 2-2. But yeah, I was saying, if a team that didn't play today beats the winning team from this tournament and 2 other teams, then they can be the top team, I reckon. So we're going to find out who wins the tournament in... Well, how about we just say if some team, like let's say G2, Oxygen, SSG, some team that didn't play today, if they were able to beat Gentlemates, KC and BDS in show matches, would that make them number 1 again? I think it would. Even though it's not a tournament setting, I think, you know, if you can beat the teams that just did the best in the recent tournament, I think you take number 1. Don't know if that's possible, or if that can happen, but I think that would. Even though show matches do not rank as high as tournaments, in my opinion, when it comes to ranking teams, players, tournaments are definitely more important than show matches are. A must-win game here for KC to stay in touch. BDS have looked brilliant. It's the first time we've seen either of these teams today on my stream, and as you would expect, they're fighting tooth and nail for every single ball, and every game has ended up being a close one. Boostless Atto leaves it for VATIRA, brings it down. Dribbling with ball cam there just to see around it, the spot where Dralii was, but Dralii's actually followed through being bumped and bumped Atto. That is a weird play. VATIRA looking at air to bump Dralii, who gets bumped and then falls on top of Atto, who's trying to follow up in close range with one of those like patented KC aerial team plays. Atto looking to catch Dralii off his line. Dralii very difficult to catch off his line though. He's got phenomenal judgment and distance and identification of threats. It's difficult to pull a fast one on Dralii without him seeing it coming. Datho thanks to the 5-month tier 1. He says, full international tournament just to see full French top 4. We will be there no matter what. That's right. Pre-jump by VATIRA. He's going backboard with it towards Atto again. He gets stopped at the edge of the box by Dralii. VATIRA and Atto trying to keep this attack going, but Dralii is just a brick wall in defense. And here he comes the other way. He sits on top of Atto. That's just perfect for EXOTIIK. And EXOTIIK's getting all the goals. But this one is all Dralii. Defensive work at one end. Perfect transition. Nullifies any impact that the defender at the other end could possibly have. And BDS are up again. These guys cannot stop winning right now in the European Rocket League world. They just got done winning their last regional of the year by eliminating KC in the semis. Now they're trying to win the Unofficial 2s major by eliminating KC in the semis. It looks like EXOTIIK failed to identify the real threat in that position. He bumped Atto out of the way, but it was VATIRA that he really needed to worry about. Back to 3-3, back to a tie game. G2 would get slapped by these French teams. I don't think they would get slapped. I think they would be they'd be a contender for sure, but you never. I mean, you don't really know. It's an unknown aspect of G2 right now. How would they go in an international 2s tournament? Well, we don't know because I don't think they've ever played in an international 2s tournament. They've played in an international crew battles tournament, which had them doing well in the 2v2 games, but that doesn't mean they would do well in an international 2s tournament. Crew battles is a different beast. Oh, what a shot. VATIRA had the low shot covered though, trusted Atto to block high. His counter attack going the other way is not going to work out. Dralii plays it safe to the left. Now Atto, close range double tap, tight angle, wide. Final few seconds. Looks like the last push of the game is going to be for Karmine Corp. VATIRA leaves it for Atto. Gets a bit of a sluggish takeoff, and it does get shut down into overtime. Dralii with a good shot initially. It's back to EXOTIIK, who can't miss. EXOTIIK just cannot miss. He's scored again. It's his 4th of the game, and it's 2-0 to BDS. Atto with a big mistake there, just left the ball. VATIRA wanted him to stay on that, forced the issue early. Atto just left it, and that really gave VATIRA no option except to watch it go in his top corner. Still though, well played. EXOTIIK slotted it with absolutely nothing left to doubt. 2-0 there on the road to the grand final. I hope next time. I really hope next time. I hope G2 can play. I hope they're available next time. I hope they can play if we do another 2s tournament like this. Because I would love to see them, get a chance to show what they can do in an international 2s tournament. Because if you were to, make your entire estimation of Daniel's 1v1 level, if you were to base your estimation of Daniel as a 1v1 player off Gamers 8, he would be pretty bad. he was struggling against everyone he played against, and they subbed in beast mode to play ones at Gamers 8. Now, does that mean Daniel's not a good ones player in a tournament setting? Well, no, because he was actually the best ones player in North America when Saltmine 3 came around. Nice fake there by EXOTIIK, intentional or otherwise. To make it 1-0 to BDS again. EXOTIIK just have an open net here. Sort of. I mean, missing it was even better. Yeah, would you guys say that Daniel's just a bad ones player in a tournament because he was not doing very well in Gamers 8? Because I wouldn't. I think Daniel's brilliant in ones. I think any ones tournament he plays in, he's got a chance to win it. And yeah, he just wasn't feeling it at Gamers 8 that weekend. Just wasn't the one. But in the same way, you can't just say, well, G2 are the best twos team because they were undefeated at Gamers 8 in twos. It's a crew battle. It's a crew battle event. Crew battle is very different. Teams do not play the same way in crew battles as they do in a best of 5 of 1 game mode. That's plain to see for anyone who's watched a lot of crew battles in the past and has also watched a lot of Rocket League comp. Very different field switching up game mode to game mode. Very different outcome a lot of the time as well. Some teams are very good at it, some teams are not so good at it. Which is why Gamers 8 results haven't really matched up 3v3 wise to RLCS Majors and Worlds either side of it. Vitality lost 3v3 to Rule 1. Does that mean Rule 1's better at 3s than Vitality? Well, no, because they actually played in 3v3 in RLCS and Vitality beat them. Vitality beat everybody in RLCS. Couldn't get a 3s win at Gamers 8, but that's just crew battles. But yeah, right now, for me, in my own rankings, G2 are considered inactive in 2s. Which is no fault of their own, they're just traveling today, but they are inactive. Doesn't really, matter what the circumstances are. Good save, VATIRA there. They are inactive, and until they're active, they can't be in the rankings. Now, when another 2s tournament comes along and G2 are in it, is it reasonable to predict them to win? Of course it is. You can reasonably predict about 10 different teams to win, because they're all very, very good, and on any given day can take games off each other. But if you're power ranking, G2 are inactive, they're not in the ranking. They're unranked. Oh, it's just BDS's day, isn't it? I mean, that is not a good clear by VATIRA, but the fact he's hit the defender, or hit the attacker, and it's just gone middle again is a disaster. Still definitely a mistake by VATIRA. He's got to get that into a more safe position. Look at the shot differential, 10 to BDS. And just 1 to Karmine Corp. It's often pointed out, and I like to talk about this a lot as well, that BDS historically and currently have got probably the most, I'd say, high output offense in the 3v3 world. The amount of shots they create, the amount of attacks that they can generate is simply more than any other team. And it doesn't seem to be letting off in 2v2 either. I mean, this is outrageous. They've got 12 shots to 1. This is going to be a 13th shot to 1. Dralii might just go ahead and score it. In fact, he's hit it so high into the bar that it won't qualify as a shot, but I mean, we all know this attack continues. EXOTIIK testing. Karmine Corp are starting to feel the pressure of this non-stop attack. 13 shots to 1. That's 13 shots in just over 3 minutes of gameplay. Is the minimum donation really at $100? I didn't know that. Let me see if I can change that. That's not supposed to be like that. I'll see if I can switch it. But man, BDS are just all over them. Dralii just calls the bluff there, and VATIRA own goals. Calls the bluff on the challenge, infield pass, and VATIRA finishes it off. Yeah, honestly, BDS look like they look like they're able to play 2s exactly as they play 3s right now, which is extremely scary for anyone who has to play against them. Karmine Corp are going to get 1 back, and it is a long way back in this match, but that's something in a game where they really haven't had a lot of anything to talk about. Another chance for KC. And it is going to go in as well. VATIRA with a fake in the near post, a low 50. And Atow's there to score it. Dralii jumped extremely early there. EXOTIIK double committed on the near post. KC coming back. Still over a minute to go in this game. No doubt there for Dralii that he'll cover the top corner. EXOTIIK jumping over the demo attempt from Atow's exit from the rotation. Still a lot of time for KC to work with. Atow and VATIRA advancing. They didn't have anything going on offense earlier on. Now they're starting to see more success. First have to scramble back and deny Dralii's long shot. Here comes VATIRA. Air dribble bump pass. EXOTIIK stops it. That was the play that had Karmine Corp dominating Europe earlier in the season. This time, it's just an overextension. It looks like the minimum tip set to 50. And I did it intentionally because we used to have TTS and we didn't want TTS spam. I also didn't want people incrementally donating tons of money more than they actually wanted to, because it's quite easy with microtransactions to accidentally, you know, spend way more money than you want to, especially in the donation setting. Can KC create something here? They've kept this interesting at the end, and they might keep it very interesting at the end. Atow and Vati! Oh, how about that? They go right back to the same play. It didn't work last time, but this time, in law of averages, swings their way. Brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And they are very much back in this. But is it going to be all for nothing? EXOTIIK trying to cause him ultimate pain. This could go easily the other way though. Hold on a second. Where's VATIRA? He's at the post. Can he get back to it? Yes, he can! Oh my goodness! It's one game on the board for KC. What a finish by VATIRA. That was such an awkward landing. He'd done so well to put that on the goal. From a defensive position as well. They just never gave up. So many comebacks were needed there. But they just kept chipping away at the lead. They were stuck in defense. They were down by 2 goals for so long. But eventually they got their chances. And they trusted their plays to work eventually. It's a true sign of confidence in Rocket League and confidence in what you're doing to fail and actually get scored on with your patented play, the air dribble bump pass, and then to go right back to it when you need a late equalizer. What a play by Karmine Corp. Ricky Mola, thanks to the 8-month prime. He says Scotland 3-0. Well, it's not exactly what's happening. If the last score I heard is to be trusted. I mean, it is 3-0, but not necessarily Scotland 3-0. EXOTIIK with the slowest attack of all time, and it's worked! Oh my goodness! He put them to sleep! He took so long to reach their goal that they just fell asleep. KC could not answer EXOTIIK's slow-mo attack. I still don't know how EXOTIIK managed to get so much power on that. We went in his POV. That was a very impressive amount of power that he got on that from almost a dead ball. One and only Adabu, thanks to the £50 donation to the prize pool. KC level at 1-1. Well, that's going to go to the winners of this tournament. All donations to the prize pool, or all donations to the stream today go to the winners of the tournament today. And it's going to be one of these teams or Gentlemates. Gentlemates waiting in the grand final to play against the winner of this match. EXOTIIK to Dralii. Atow with the save. But yeah, KC, they've really been tested here. They've very much been put into a corner. Nearly swept. And now there's some life in them once again. Just when it looked like BDS were about to fully take control. Here come Karmine Corp, here comes Attow. VATIRA fakes it out for him, but Attow's gonna bide his time here. Actually goes for boost before challenging. Still, VATIRA lets Attow challenge. That's a very instructive play there by VATIRA. When you're back defending the net in twos and your teammate can challenge, it's very often good to let them do so, even if they're coming in from the back, from the side. Because, you know, challenging from the goal when your teammate's out of position and unable to defend the goal does leave your goal open. Surely. Yes, it is. 2-1. VATIRA with a bounce shot underneath DRALII. EXOTIIK didn't really get a good touch there at all. I mean, that's supposed to go into the back corner, but he's just centered it. And it was a bit of a difficult position for DRALII. He should obviously get some kind of contact there, either before or after the bounce, but it wasn't like EXOTIIK had to put him in that position anyway. EXOTIIK's got to be careful here as well. Doesn't have any boost. He's been bumped out of position. Actually bumps Attow into the ball though. Attow in a bit of trouble, but a lot of boost starvation occurring simultaneously here. It's Attow and EXOTIIK grind to a halt. VATIRA's not got a lot to play with. DRALII, the only player on 100 now. EXOTIIK on 100. From mid. Double tap. Miss it. Well, DRALII had the last defender completely on the ropes there, but EXOTIIK missed the double as he ran out of boost again. Whoa, look at the lefty. Thanks for 250 prize pool donation. That's £250 to the prize pool. £800 on the line. That's almost $1,000 last time I checked. What's £800 in USD? It is $1,000. It's $1,015 in the prize pool. 4-figure prize pool. Winner takes all. Well, thank you so much for the support of the twos scene. The support of these up-and-coming players such as BDS, KC and Gentlemates. I mean, these guys really do need the money. They never make it very far in tournaments. I don't remember the last time I saw any of these guys with a deep run in an RLCS tournament. Never mind all of them in all of the tournaments. So I'm sure they're going to appreciate it. But no, genuinely, I think they will. It's nice, a nice bonus, a nice dinner. Thanks to you guys in the Rocket League scene showing support to the 2 scene. Increases the incentive for them to play again the next time we run one of these as well. 3-1. KC have got all the momentum. They've got all the momentum now. They've gone from nothing to something, and now they're trying to be everything. I'm 14 and that was deep. I'm actually not 14, I'm 33, I'm ancient. It's been a long time since I was 14. Not long since DRALII was 14 though. I think he's 16, isn't he? Is he 17 yet? Well, he's scored in there. Not a lot of resistance from KC on that goal. DRALII just drove it straight through VATIRA. Attow out of position. And in it goes. VATIRA opting to aggressively turn there, even though his teammate's been demoed. If you're going to do that in twos, you obviously want to make sure that you're definitely getting a piece of the ball. And you're challenging in the attacking corner. VATIRA with a pre-flip. In off the post, 4-2. BDS starting to concede some cheap goals all of a sudden. It was difficult to get these kind of goals past them earlier on when they were more in position to follow up on each other's touches, each other's challenges. Now, the panic has set in. They've realised that KC have taken the momentum from them, and not just in a small way. It is firmly KC's series to lose now. Crazy turnaround. Just when it looked like we're going to see Gentlemates BDS once again, KC show some fight. And, you know, I might be reading too much into this because obviously RLCS is a different beast. But I feel like that'll give them some confidence. You know, just being able to come back in a tournament against BDS, the team in Europe, who have just been dominating everybody for the past month and a half or so. That's worth something. The fact they're doing it in a tournament that ultimately doesn't matter in the bigger picture very much, I think speaks volumes to the level these guys are at. You don't know since there's no Monkey Moon. And I mean, yeah, there's no Monkey Moon, but there's also no Rise. So it's not like we've taken the best player out of BDS and the worst player out of KC. I mean, they're all interchangeable day to day. I think for some of this season, Monkey Moon has been the worst player in BDS. Some of the season he's been the best, and some days Rise has been, you know, carrying KC. Some days he's looking shaky. It really just depends on the day. Oh, did I forget to update the series score? Hold on a second, let me do that. VATIRA looking to catch EXOTIIK high and out of position there. Not possible that time. EXOTIIK's had a bit of a goal drought after earlier scoring with almost every touch he made. It just seemed like he was in the right position at every time. Anytime the ball came into the middle, EXOTIIK would be there to bury it in the back of KC's net. KC taking him out of the game a little bit more towards the tail end of this series, denying him those easy opportunities. VATIRA's in a 1v2, an extended 1v2 here, and he's been outplayed. Dralii makes it 1-0. But Attow is miles out of the game here. I mean, he's committed heavy to the attack there, and VATIRA gets bumped miles out of the play as well by EXOTIIK. Open net for Dralii. I don't think the commit there from Attow was the play to make. Put VATIRA on an island. And that, of course, makes it very difficult for him to do everything he needs to do. That's a great save by VATIRA. Lands on the inside of the post. Challenges EXOTIIK in the follow-up play as well. Dralii, boostless. Attow won't know that, though. Had to be careful. Attow to VATIRA now. On the transition. VATIRA to the back post top corner. It's off the bar, and Attow does not commit. He didn't want to go all in with the boost total he had. A great cover there by Attow. Mid pass was dangerous. Quick check down to see where Vati is. It's going to be Dralii's ball. Initially uncontested. Late challenge by Attow. Outplayed by Dralii. VATIRA comes away with the ball, though. EXOTIIK slows VATIRA's advance. That buys time for Dralii to retreat. Tripped up by Attow. Back pass towards VATIRA. It's end-to-end. High tension. Just as you'd expect from these two teams. But VATIRA spots an opening. He's got it past Dralii. He demos EXOTIIK. It's open and tied as Attow follows up. Huge play by VATIRA to get the clear and transition with the demo. Davis XT7, extra £50 to the prize pool, £850 to the prize pool. Winner takes all. Winner of this game will play Gentlemates in the grand final best of 5 right after this to see who gets paid. He says big thanks to Johnny for organising the tournament, all the other casters for helping out. Good to see the world's best playing a different game mode. We definitely need more of this. I couldn't agree more, and thank you again for the kind words. Elron Hoverboard, thanks to the 11-month Prime. Welcome back to you as well. Well, I mean, if you guys are showing support in responses to this kind of tournament, you know, we're seeing prize pool donations the likes of which we're seeing right now. We're seeing interest from the players. Then, of course, we're going to make it happen again. And I'm with you guys. I think that we need more 2v2 comp. I'm the 1v1 guy. Obviously, I've been like the 1v1 person for the longest time. I've just been doing ones. But I'm a big fan of 2s as well. I don't know why nobody's filled that niche. I really don't. It seems like pretty exciting content when I watch it. If somebody else was doing it, I would watch. I know that some people are doing 2s events and stuff, but I don't know why a big TO hasn't come in and been like, you know what, 2v2 is the most played game mode. Why don't we do a 2s event? Most played game mode in Rocket League. Attow to make it 2-1. Dralii closes the door on it. Still tied. And Dralii jumps over Atow's first challenge. Gets challenged from behind on the next one. Now Vati versus EXOTIIK. Once again, EXOTIIK does take control on the back wall this time. Final minute rapidly approaching. Atow and Dralii both commit to this. EXOTIIK has to be careful. Can't get it past VATIRA. VATIRA looking to get it into the middle. EXOTIIK actually helps it along its way. Atow bumped by Dralii. VATIRA pounces on EXOTIIK, just gets a touch as the near post was almost scored on. 45 seconds to go. One goal could do it. Smart play by VATIRA, keeping the ball in the back corner. Seems like KC are the ones running the show in offense, but can they do this without overextending? Can they do this without taking a risk that will get them scored on in one of BDS's quick transitions? Dralii. Oh, what a flick! He puts them in front. 26 seconds to go. EXOTIIK demos Atow off screen. VATIRA had to turn, and he gets taken out of the game by Dralii's flick. Atow goes left. It's a fake kickoff. EXOTIIK dodges the demo though. Vati tried to take him out of the game there. Huge play off the ball by EXOTIIK as Dralii was not getting back anywhere near fast enough to cover the net. Final 10 seconds. KC have won a game with a 0-second goal. Now they need to tie the game with a 0-second goal, or they're going to be eliminated by BDS. And that's the way we're headed right now. This is a tough position for KC. VATIRA can't keep it up. BDS win it. In 5, it's BDS who advance to the grand final. What a series. What a comeback by KC to get here in the first place. But BDS survive the onslaught and end up winning it with that transitional play that we're talking about. It's not all about open nets on transition. Sometimes just getting momentum on the transition where you've got both of the opponents facing away from the ball as you counter-attack. That's all you need. EXOTIIK demos Atow. Dralii flicks VATIRA. 2-1.